It is June 1944, and what had been a mere skeleton of American sea power only 2 years before is now an awesome force to reckon with. Carrier Task Force 58, backed by the battle fleet of Admiral Spruance, numbers 15 carriers, 7 battleships, 21 heavy and light cruisers, and 69 destroyers. U.S. planes outnumber the Japanese nearly 2-1. The encounter is to be the last great one-on-one battle of aircraft carriers and Japan's last chance to stem the tide of Allied victory in the Pacific. History refers to the engagement as the Battle of the Philippine Sea, but the American pilots will always remember it as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot. By nightfall, the Japanese have lost 346 planes and 2 carriers. Osawa hastily withdraws. The following day, another carrier is sunk and an additional loss of 65 planes. The Americans have lost altogether but 30 planes and the loss of not a single surface ship. The dream of empire is doomed. The American timetable is stepped up. A mighty armada of more than 700 ships bearing 200,000 troops is preparing for their massed landings on the beaches of Leyte, the Philippines. Aware that the retaking of the Philippines will isolate Japan and cut off supply lines of oil from the Indies, it is determined that at any cost, the liberation of the Philippines must be stopped. One last great desperate plan, one final engagement destined to become the greatest naval battle in history. 4 separate fleets under Admirals Osawa, Kurita, Shima, and Nishimura are to converge on the central Philippines, to lure from the beachheads U.S. naval support ships and effect a surprise strike at the amphibious forces. For 3 days in October 1944, the island-studded waters of the Philippines become a shooting gallery of naval warfare. The Sibuyan Sea, the Surigao Straits, Samar, Cape Engano. By day and night, a series of furious chase and running firefights ensues, involving 282 ships of war. In the end, the skill of Japanese strategy is to fail them for the lack of effective air power. It is cataclysmic in its final count. Casualties run 4-1 in favor of the victorious Americans. The Japanese lose 4 carriers, 3 battleships, 10 cruisers, 11 destroyers, and 500 aircraft of what remains of the Empire's once mighty air arm.